Hi everybody. I had to shut my miner down for a moment because of something that I really should have done earlier, but which I did not. And I'm going to show it to you as carefully as I possibly can, because as you can see, my miner was about to get itself into a pool of lava. Now, as I said before, fluids are kind of a miner's Achilles heel. Not that it would do any harm to the miner, but it would be unable to proceed unless it happened to have a pump on top of it. A pump with power. So we'll just have to change that a little bit so we can hook that up. Put that in there. And put this in here. And then in just a few moments it'll make contact with that lava again. And it'll start pumping that lava into cells. Hopefully there will be enough cells for it to get through all that lava. Either way, I should certainly craft some more. Because it looks as if that's all it's going to do until I get some more cells into that pump. But at least it's not going to be burning through the energy while it waits. So it shouldn't take me too long before I have enough cases to actually get through all that lava. After which I'll probably feed it to the geothermal here. Unless I can dump it into some tanks. So I'm still working on producing more cells, but until then, I can keep emptying them into these BuildCraft tanks. Since it seems that deep resonance tanks won't take them. And then we can just load them back in the miner to pick up some more lava. Of course, water is a whole different problem, because you can have infinite water sources. But the thing you can do in those cases is either dig down to where the water is and block it out, or simply pull out the drill, wait for the shaft to come back up, and then drop sand down the shaft until you've got blocks where all the water was. The shaft doesn't care if there's water around it as long as there is not water below it. In the meanwhile, the house is coming along. Not quite finished yet. It needs a few windows. And a little more roofing material. And a back porch would be nice. So what a nice dining room table. More stuff here in the kitchen. So yeah, there's a little more to be done here. Alright, so we have our metal oven, our stand-up refrigerator, and extra boxes in the fridge. Windows filled in. Still a big hole in the roof. And a big hole in the lighting. I should probably do something about that ceiling. Now, since we don't have bibliocraft or anything like that yet, we can't put much in the way of real chairs here. Or tables and such. But this ought to do for a nice little dining nook. So I guess I've got it looking pretty good. There's a lot more I could do in the way of decoration. But there's one other thing I'd like to test first. I had a similar problem before. Which is why I decided to back up before I did this. Because the worst thing about it is, I can't mine anything. Nothing drops. Okay, so I've reloaded from the backup. And things seem to be pretty much back to normal. It's a shame I won't be sailing my house anytime soon, though. Oh, did I forget to put that on the roof? I should fix that. Even if I can't fly it, it makes a perfectly good roof. Alright, so I can't go flying around and exploring in my house. That would have been pretty cool. But I still need cactus. So I have another way lined up in which to get it. So since I haven't gotten any cactus through exploring, I've decided to try alchemy. Specifically Botania alchemy. But as I've been looking more into the book, I also realized that to do this Botania alchemy, I'm going to need a couple of brewing stands, which means that I'm going to have to go back into the nether and find some blaze rods. But I figured before I do that, I can at least see if I can come up with some more day blooms and get the mana generation started. Although, come to think of it, since they do tend to decay, I should probably wait until after I've got everything set up. So yeah, I need to put this stuff away and just bite the bullet and go into the nether. So yeah, we're going to bite the bullet. We're going to grasp the nettle firmly. We're gonna go to the nether. Of course, this time we're going to try and do things a little bit differently than last time. Specifically, we're going to try not to die so much. Okay, and I think that the closest unexplored stuff is in this direction. So this is where I shall go. And if you're wondering, yes, I did manage to reclaim my old stuff and lose a whole bunch of variety of other stuff. But yeah, this is my original jetpack. Hi. Cool. And while I'm out here, you can't have too much nether quartz, can you? I can't believe I didn't bring anything with me that'd break cobalt. Oh well. I can make another trip for that. Assuming I don't do something foolish like angering all the zombie pigmen. Okay, I'm on my second trip out. And I have spotted my first blaze on the mini-map. I still haven't spotted its fortress. But where there's a blaze, there should be a fortress. Now, where did it go? That looks fortressy. Always check the charge on your backpack before you go flying across a lava lake, by the way. That's just good advice. Okay, so we have found ourselves another fortress. And I'm going to go inside this corridor so that nothing ghastly happens. I know I've already used that joke. And then I shall mark this location on my mini-map and see how long it takes to get killed by blazes. I had a little trouble deciding which outfit I wanted to wear. I could either wear the hazmat, which would flame-proof me, but there are also wither skeletons, so I also want the armor. Okay, one blaze rod. I want at least 2, and I'd rather get more. Okay, so I found my spawner, and I've got a decent number of blaze rods. So I think it's time to head back before something else goes wrong. "704 meters from spawn. May take a little while. Just hope I have enough pickaxe to get me there, because I'd like to make a kind of direct route. Well, that all went much more smoothly than I had any right to expect. Actually, it makes me a little bit paranoid. Because, you know, just when you're sure that everything is going to continue going smoothly, that's when a creeper walks right up behind you and says what it so loves saying. So I'll just have to keep my eyes open and my cleaver ready. Though that's not to say that there's no room for anything to go wrong. For instance, this is actually my first time playing with Botania at all. So I'm sure that there's potential for all kinds of mistakes. For instance, I'm having trouble getting it straight in my head whether I put down the generating flowers first or the mana spreader. There that was. Excuse me. I'm going to go restart my heart and then look up what to do with these things. Okay. I thought that the book had told me before which one needs to go first, but I'm not finding that right now. So I'm just going to guess that we put the mana spreader down first. And then we shall bind it to this. Cool. And then we just plant some pretty flowers around it. And it seems to be working. Cool. All right, we'll let that fill up for a while and then we'll start throwing things in it. All right, I have my alchemy catalyst. Which we shall just gently place under there. And it takes a slime ball to make a cactus. And as I suspected, the blue one doesn't work, but I have a green one. And now I have a cactus. Just what I've been wanting for this whole series. So, cactus. I'm going to go ahead and set this up for farming and get set to do a couple of other things and join you next episode. Till then, have a nice day.